Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to a special vlog just for you that Fee has to suffer with me through. We are currently in Steamboat Springs. We are about to make a 3-hour drive, so we're going to start a new audiobook together.
And I'm not going to fall asleep.
Definitely not, I won't let you. I will T-Rex scream in Fee's ear. So, if you are a participant of the live streams, you may know that we have a special fancy fun rule. Which is wherever I roll a 17 on one of the D20s, I say, how long have you been 17? And chat replies with,
oh, why?
Exactly. But on the rare occasion that all the dice hit 17, I get a punishment somehow. We agree to this, and now I have to read a Twilight book. Now, I've already read the first 4 Twilight books way back in the day. So the only options are the gender bent or the Edward POV. And the Edward POV dropped in my Libby app, so we're going to start Midnight Sun! And we won't be obviously recording the entire time because I'm driving. But we will come up with some updates as we go. Enjoy our suffering. Okay.
Oh, God.
When your full moon turns black, that's when I'll come home. I'm going out to see where I am so. And I don't know where I'm going. And I don't know where I'm going. But I don't say where
Hello! Alright, we have suffered through the first chapter. And boy do I mean suffered. I will give this book one positive, and that's that it is narrated by Jay Gable. And if you don't know who Jay Gable is, he's an actor. He was also in The Host.
Oh, really?
In the movie The Host, but most people know him either from the old Percy Jackson movies, or Supernatural. He was the third Winchester brother. Yeah.
Okay.
Adam? Is that his name? I think it was Adam. Yeah. So, he's narrating it. That's the only positive I have so far. I'm annoyed that Edward is very misogynistic.
Yeah.
He's like, Rosalie just staring at herself, and Jessica just being, like, the way he's, Jessica being obsessed with this, and the feeble annoying of how the women talk, and it's like, whoa, the misogyny is really coming through on this one. And not to mention the,
too young.
Is it a counselor, or is it, like, I don't know, some admin lady.
Yeah.
When he goes to, like, he wants to switch classes because Bella's too intoxicated, he wants to kill her, you know?
Yeah.
She's thinking, he's too young, like, gross!
Yeah, nasty.
No, we didn't need to do that. Unnecessary. So, yeah, that's my current initial thoughts. I think this whole story would be better if he actually was actively trying to kill Bella.
Yeah.
That'd be way more fun.
Agreed, especially since it would be over so fast.
So, yeah, that's chapter 1. That was a long chapter 2. It was already an hour.
Jesus. Oh my God, yeah, 53
minutes. But granted, I can't say anything like, okay, my chapters are long too.
But
that
chapters
was one
aren't,
POV.
Yeah, they're not painful either.
Thank you. Yeah, this is one POV. At least my chapters are long because there's like 3 to 4 POVs in a chapter.
Yeah.
So you can even count those POVs as little mini chapters as well. So, yeah, just okay. There's chapter 1.
Time to continue.
Want to predict what's going to happen? I'm just kidding. We are. We can't do a first chapter, last chapter thing on this.
Yeah.
Okay. On our way. We've made it through chapter 2!
Unfortunately.
Bella's just so smart, you know? And she's so selfless. Wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't hate her so much anymore. Maybe he doesn't want to kill her as much. Man, everyone's so obsessed with Bella.
God, why is everybody so obsessed with Bella?
The second chapter wasn't as bad for me as the first one. The first one was really painful.
Yeah.
That was painful. This is getting slightly better. But, you know, it's still Edward and his pretentious little shit. So, yeah, we've only gotten through to, I guess the science scene where they're Battle of the Wits, where he's finally not being a dick. And oh my god, she's the only one who's ever noticed the difference in our eyes.
Oh my god.
You know?
She's so special.
Yeah. Bella's the most specialist person ever in the whole wide world.
And also she's like really, really pretty, but not like conventionally though.
Yeah.
Because like, and then lists off
She's not like Jessica.
then lists off all of the things that make her conventionally pretty.
I swear to God, Jessica's probably like one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
In the whole thing. Like her, okay. Jessica, like I can't believe I'm gonna defend some Twilight shit right now. But Jessica, like, yes, she's a shallow teenager, but she's a teenager.
Yeah.
Right? So she's other, but she's also not, because she's captain of the volleyball team and student body president, you know, and valedictorian.
Yeah. So
Jessica's smart and pretty. She's Elle Woods of Twilight.
Very true.
Okay? So I'm sick of him, you know, trashing on my girl.
Yeah.
Okay? Because Jessica will go on to, you know, go to Harvard Law. Like it's hard, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's hard. Yeah.
Like it's hard.
Jessica is Elle Woods in high school. And I stand by that statement. Jessica for president.
Is that your review of chapter 2?
That's my review of chapter 2. We finished 3 and 4. I guess either I just didn't hear it transfer to chapter 3.
I don't know.
But I'm laughing a lot at this because here's my fun thoughts. Edward's still insufferable.
Yes.
But the thing that Stephanie Meyer doesn't realize is her side characters are great.
Yes.
Rosalie, amazing. She tries very hard to make you hate the pretty girls.
Yeah.
So, like, between her and Jessica, Rosalie and Jessica, she tries to make you hate them, but what the thing that she's trying to do to make you hate them is making me love them.
They're pretty great.
They're awesome. Rosalie's awesome. Emmett, a gem.
Yes.
Himbo gem. But, like, girls like Alice and Esme, well, Esme doesn't really have a character, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Esme this is mom, and that's her only identity marker.
Yeah, just mom.
Which is very poorly done.
Yeah.
Alice, I feel like Alice, like right now at least, has also no character other than, you know, watching out for the future.
Yeah.
Like, I never understood her and Bella's actual friendship because it wasn't shown, at least in the movies.
Yeah.
And like, what did they actually bond over? Because you don't see them together ever.
And then like, when they're like, yeah, Alice will probably just choose the winning side. Like,
what the fuck?
When has that ever shown up in her personality in any of the books or movies?
Yeah. Like, it's just like Edward. I do love that Edward is like, oh, this is horrible if I do fall in love with her.
Yeah.
I do love a good resistance to like a fated mate situation.
Yeah.
That's fun. I know it's going to be short-lived.
But yeah.
So basically we've gotten not much. I mean, in progression plot-wise, we've had them just like discussing the car accident.
Yeah.
Which has happened. The try to gaslight Bella, you know.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Personally, I actually do enjoy this book a little bit more than the original.
Yeah, I think it's because she doesn't have to worry about her plot beats.
Yeah.
She just has to worry about explaining everything on the other side.
Yeah.
So it doesn't, you know, it's going to be the same plot, so we already know where it's going to go, so you have to delve more into the psyche.
Yeah, true.
But most of the psyche is Edward just
being a You can bleep that out later.
I will have to bleep that out.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, like his opinions, especially towards like just the popular pretty girls.
Yeah.
And it makes me think like, oh, Stephanie Meyer wasn't a popular pretty girl. And so this is her like revenge.
Yeah.
Almost. And like, I wasn't a popular pretty girl. I'm still not a popular pretty girl.
Or maybe she was a popular pretty girl and just assumes that all of the other girls are like super jealous and hateful.
Right. You gotta be so much not like other girls, you know? It's very important to be not like other girls. And if you're like other girls, then obviously you're a villain and you're awful.
Yeah.
That's the message that she constantly perpetuates throughout the book so far, and for all of the rest of them. So if we could can I just have a Rosalie POV book? I would love a Rosalie POV book. An Emmett POV book. That would be so funny. It'd be so short, but it'd be so funny.
Yes.
Wouldn't be what the 700 freaking pages that this book is. I don't even know. It's 26 hours, and we've gotten through 3 hours and 14 minutes of it so far. But yeah. I do love that. I thought it was really funny in his like, this is our solutions. Just kidnap Bella.
Yeah.
That's a solution.
Yeah.
She'll be mad at me, but it'll be fine.
Oh, God.
It reminds me of a line from an Anna Kendrick movie, who played Jessica. Mr. Right. Have you ever seen Mr. Right?
No.
Oh, we're watching that. You're going to love
Okay.
this. It's like a reverse hitman.
Oh.
It's so funny. But she's on Anna Kendrick's character is on a date with the reverse hitman. And he comes into their date and calls her monster, and she's like, what? And he's like, it's a nickname. She's like, or they're supposed to happen organically, and he's like, well, okay, I could say it like a million times, monster, 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 monster. And she goes, yeah, just Stockholm me, yeah, just do it. It's like that's Edward's POV. We're watching this movie tonight.
Okay.
Oh my god, I can't believe I haven't shown you this movie. It's so funny. It's great. It's great. And this is not great, but this Mr. Right. If you haven't seen Mr. Right, highly underrated when it came out. Now it's getting a massive following because I think it's on Netflix or something. I loved it when it came out.
Okay.
But it was Andrew Kendrick did an interview recently because I was watching just random like 20 questions or something, or like reviewing of their roles, and she's like, yeah, it was like my one chance to be an action star in it, and she's absolutely unhinged, both the characters.
That's beautiful.
Unhinged, like serial unalivers in love.
Oh, I love that.
But like, well, she doesn't become one until later, but like he's a reverse hitman, so he kills the people who hire him basically.
Okay.
And it's so good. It's so good! So watch that movie instead. If you want a really good romance like that, that's kind of insta-lovey, but in the best way possible, go this one. Okay, we need to get around this person.
Are we done with chapter 4
I
review?
think we're done with chapter 4 review. Okay. Sorry, thank you. Sorry, I get talking!
I see you out, play you alive. Oh, I know that you want tonight.
Hi, we finished chapter 5. That was way longer than it needed to be. There's so many moments where I'm like, okay, because like she's missing her opportunity, and then she cuts it off there, and I'm like, why there?
I don't even fucking know.
It's very weirdly like segmented, and where our chapter cutoffs were. Anyway, let's review. What happened? So much. Oh god, I'm trying to go back before we get to the gross part that we were both dying over.
Okay, so talking about the accident.
Yeah, still gaslighting. He's trying to avoid her. Alice being like, we're gonna be friends, and like she's not allowed to be her friend yet because okay, so Alice revealed that there are 2 futures right now for Bella, and that's either Edward kills her or she ends up a vampire, right? And he's like, oh, then I must be away. I must be gone. And everyone's like, no, you can't, because that would be reasonable.
Yeah, that's not okay. Let's not be reasonable.
Yeah. It would raise more suspicion. Yeah, it's funny there. And so it's been mostly him reacting to other boys being so in love with Bella because she's just the most perfect person in the whole wide world.
And he couldn't...
Every man's in love with her.
Yeah, and he couldn't possibly be an average boy.
Yeah, that was great. I could never be an average boy. We died a bit during that. And then we finally get to him being like, well, I have to protect her because clearly she's had 2 near-death experiences. What if a meteorite crashes through her house? I guess I'll break in and watch and make sure that I can catch it. That's his legitimate reason. It wasn't even hyperbole or anything.
No, he was like, yeah, no, that's definitely gonna happen, so I gotta be there.
I meant, like, every way that he's justifying himself being in her room, being a creepy man. And then he's like, I just need to keep smelling it. Like, sir! You're the problem!
Yeah, he is.
He's like, I'm finally gonna leave. And then she goes, Edward, in her sleep. obviously she's obsessed. Oh, what could that possibly mean? And then he talks to her at school, and she's rightly, like, pissed at him because he's been an ass.
A piece of shit.
And then he says something assholery, and she walks away, and he goes, no, wait. I mean, that was true, but I shouldn't have said it. Yeah. And it's like him finally coming to the realization that he loves her, right? And I thought that's where the chapter would end. No, we gotta go on. We gotta see her reject every male, and then telling him that she's going to Seattle. So I guess this is where I don't remember the original book here, between here and movie. The movie's 6 better. But I remember during this, because there was no, like, Sadie Hawkins dance thing in the movie. It was always prom.
Oh, was it?
Because she's like, I'm going to Jacksonville that weekend, and here it's, I'm going to Seattle.
I see.
Or whatever. So he invites her to Seattle, and she's just like, why the hell do you want to take me to Seattle? You're an ass.
Yeah.
He's like, how could she possibly think this of me?
I can't imagine.
I can't reflect on my own thing. Oh, the people pleaser thing. We got to talk about the people pleaser thing.
Yeah. He's like, oh, she's so perfect. Look, she does all of these things that are the
selflessness.
Yeah, selfless, and it's just like the fucking symptoms of people pleaser trauma response.
Yeah. Like, so Bella was traumatized clearly, and maybe it's her parents' divorce that probably did that.
Yeah. And now she's like, my only worth is what I can offer other people, so I am worth nothing.
Which is totally healthy. It's a very healthy mindset. Didn't you know that?
Yeah, it makes her perfect.
Super healthy.
She's good.
Yeah.
That makes her good.
Just be completely selfless in everything you do. And then you're a good person who will get a hot vampire boyfriend. That's the message. That's the message here.
Gross.
Yeah. So now she agreed to go to Seattle with him. This man who hates her, right?
Yeah.
She's just agreeing to it. Still don't know why they're going to Seattle. That's weird to me.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? And he's just overjoyed that she would. Of course, she said yes to me and no to all those other boys. Well, all those other boys were asking her to a freaking dance. If you'd asked her to a dance, what do you think would have happened?
Yeah, because
she's going to Seattle that weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where we're at. We're less than an hour away from home, finally. On to chapter 6.
Yay.
4.5 hours into the book. Only 21.5 hours left of listening.
I can't believe you roped me into this.
You found the egg.
Yeah.
I want to hear your thoughts on chapter 6 first. You talk.
I wish it made him less gross, and it doesn't. And I was really hoping for that, because Edward's always been really gross to me. And it's bad.
Why? What specifically made it so bad?
He's just... he's so whiny, and then he's like... It's gross.
Okay, aside from just Edward stuff, here's what I was really annoyed with this chapter was, oh, Bella's not eating lunch again. And, you know, she's only having a drink? What? And it's like, even Bella just being like vegetarian and is like, oh, this is how you are a good girl. You have to be vegetarian. You can't eat too much. You gotta make sure.
Yeah.
That you're doing that. That message I don't like a lot. I really, really don't like that message.
Yeah.
And just, he finally notices that she's so clumsy. Gosh, she needs to be protected because she's so clumsy all the time.
It's also really, really bad about the freaking, like, I have to protect her. She's such a small little soft.
So soft.
Like,
she's so soft. Did you know that she's soft? Because she's soft.
And frail and
I literally want to count how many times he said soft in reference to Bella.
It's gross.
And oh, humans can't smell blood. Yes, we freaking can.
Yeah.
It has a very distinct scent.
Especially if you're autistic, and then like your sensory stuff is a lot higher.
We decided all people with autism are now vampires, clearly,
yes.
just based on the qualifications that Edward is stating what makes him so different from humans. So maybe he's not a vampire, he's just autistic.
Yeah.
That could be it.
Yeah.
That could be it. And I guess Bella's autistic too. because she's so sensitive. She's so sensitive to blood.
Yeah, the only difference is he sparkles and autistic people don't usually just
They
naturally
sparkle in their soul.
Yeah, just their soul though.
Yeah.
But like not their skin.
Yeah. Unless they use like a, well, no, they wouldn't, sensory issues. You wouldn't want a shimmer.
Oh
you know,
no.
thing.
No,
But yeah, oh yeah, this is not. I will say I'm thoroughly entertained.
Yes.
By how ridiculous this is. Like, it's popcorn. I'm just like, yeah, make yourself even creepier. Let's go.
I feel like I am only enjoying this because I am sharing
The experience.
misery.
We're doing this together.
Yeah.
I do think that, yeah, it's much more enjoyable to read it together than it would alone. I would be really suffering. But because I have you to, bounce off and yeah, we can gag at the same time at things, which we have been. I'm sorry we can't like fully record us doing. We'll have actual later moments once we get home.
Yeah.
That I'll be recording us and you'll be able to see us in synchronicity of our states. But yeah, no, it's still funny. It's still like, it's just hilarious.
Yeah.
I have to give, this is the thing about Stephanie Meyer and her writing. Like, it is addictive. Mm-hmm. You kind of can't look away. You can't not, you gotta know how bad it's gonna go.
It's a train wreck. It's like, it's decently well written enough to where it's not like a pain to listen to, but like, it's also gross and cliche enough to where it's entertaining still.
It's a trash read, but it's a fun trash read.
Yeah.
It's kind of how I feel about like the Selection series now. It's trash.
Oh yeah.
But it's my trash.
But at least the Selection isn't gross trash though.
A little bit.
I mean, it's
got moments.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not. Let me just constantly sniff Bella. Yeah. The constant trying to justify his actions is actually very funny to me.
Yeah. It's so gross.
He has no angel on his shoulder because he is the devil. And he's really, for her benefit, she needs to get away from him.
Look, you can't...
If only she'll do that, because I'm not going to do that myself, because I'm not strong enough.
You can't be a bad boy and also awkward and also the one that's going to protect her. Like, those those things don't...
Yeah.
They don't...
Hey, to all my people who... my former stalker, I used to live right here. I don't live here anymore.
No more.
68th and Watts! Used to live here. I don't live here anymore. Behind that, take 5. Right there. There's an apartment complex right behind it. That was my apartment complex. That's a Q monument now.
Yeah.
So we've made it to R.F. Kuang. We did listen to about 3 chapters. 2 or 3 chapters.
Yeah, we got to 10.
We got to chapter 10 in Midnight Sun. Dear Lord. He got jealous over Bella dreaming about fictional characters.
Yeah. I don't...
What? And there was like at least 4 or 5 more instances of soft.
At least.
Probably 10, honestly.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of instances of soft.
Talking about how frail she is.
Yeah.
How she doesn't know that she's beautiful, but everybody thinks she's beautiful.
We did laugh when Bella was finally getting angry about Tyler telling everyone that they were going to prom together. And she started to have a temper, and he's like, I want to come off as not as, a killer, but I want her to keep talking about all the things she wants him to suffer, It was like, that was funny. That was a funny line. That was good. That was good, but...
Every now and then there's, like, something that's like, haha, and that's about it.
Also, but here's the thing. So she's so strong. She's not in shock at all after almost being essayed. And I'm like, oh, because she's not normal. And I'm like, she said that she was so used to things, to bad things. I'm like, what bad things have ever happened to you, Bella? Like, no. If you've ever been essayed, you know that, no, you would probably go into shock.
Oh, yeah.
You would have trauma from that. It's not something you just can suppress right away. Like, Stephanie Meyer, no, your assumptions are really wrong here.
Yeah, and it's worse if you've already experienced it.
Yes.
Like, it's worse.
Yeah. So, what the hell? That was a big no-no. That was a big no-no. That's it's almost dismissing.
Yeah.
Those kinds of things happening to people and their reactions, like, oh, but Bella's so special. It's killing us. This is slowly killing us. But anyway, we're gonna listen to R.F. Kuang. You know, somebody who can actually write. So we're listening to more Midnight Sun in the car on the way back. We didn't talk about it. We're still mid chapter 11, but
I couldn't.
we had to stop. This man keeps calling Bella so soft.
And so frail.
He
has to protect her. And
I need an ebook copy so I can just do a search of how many times the word soft is used.
no, seriously.
Because, dear Lord.
We're making it a drinking game.
Yeah, even though I don't drink. Hi, what's up? Where's my little Jacob Black? Where you been, Loca?
Oh.
We're officially, like, sort of together, I guess. We had our incident, we had our restaurant date and our car ride home. I didn't realize I forgot that all the talk of what he was happened in the car rather than, like, in the woods like they did in the movie for the aesthetics.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. But he's still creepy and in her house, and it's like, I guess I'll go explore the rest of her house just to make sure of things. Oh, and he's so worried about her. He's worried when she chews her lip. Oh, he's so scared she's gonna hurt herself from chewing her own lip.
Because she's so frail and
So fragile. And so soft. She might hurt herself that. Oh my God, sir.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna fist fight him. I am so sick. So sick of Edward. I forgot, like, because, like, in the beginning of the book, I was like, oh, you know, this actually seems like it's a little bit better than the original, right? Because, like, the writing is better. She clearly has improved her craft a little bit. And then I had to listen to Edward. And I realized...
And he does the same things over and over, so there's a lot of repetitive thoughts. And it's like, he constantly is like, thinking, oh, she must have worn that for me. Or did she do that for me? Does she love me? How can she possibly like me more than I like her? Just, oh, is that for me too? He's very self-centered.
Very. And it's always, oh, I wish she would just like me. Oh, maybe she might like me. Oh, I would wish
But
that
no,
she
I'd
would
be
like
so
me.
bad for her. I can't have her like me. She needs to save herself. Because I'm horrible for her.
What the do you want, Edward?
What do you want, Ed? Hello, everybody. Welcome to another day of listening to Midnight Sun. Aren't you so excited about it? So we just finished chapter 11 because we stopped mid-chapter yesterday. God, why wouldn't she just realize that I'm so dangerous for her? Also, we have a complaint. The Cullens are vegetarians. They're so much better. But they're hunting endangered animals. So, like, okay, what? That's not okay either. Okay?
Humans aren't endangered.
No, we're worse.
Yeah.
We should be.
We are an invasive species.
We're invasive and we need to be culled. Cullen. We need to be cullened. Just kidding. That was awful. Yeah. I love the constant. Now she's like, she was thinking like, because I am such a hazard, I should be disabled. I hated that line.
Yeah, like, come on.
Before, she was also like, it's weird, she's had such a flip now.
Yeah.
Because she's like, you know, I can take care of myself, and now she's just coming into the like, oh, I'm just so clumsy all the time. I trip over flat surfaces, and it's like, you do, but you were defending yourself earlier, and now you've 180 switched.
Yeah.
So that was a weird character moment. Yeah. We're just kind of suffering through this now.
I think I've gotten to the point, actually, to where I'm, like, numb. Numb to it?
We're not even halfway in.
I know. Oh,
We're...
It's a good thing that I'm so numb so fast.
Right?
So.
We are 36% in right now. 36. We still have 16 and a half hours. But we're listening fast, so it does say we only have 7 hours. That's still long. That's still long.
Yeah.
So, I'm just working, and what are you up to? Gaming?
Playing stupid phone games.
Love that. So, that's where we're currently at. Enjoy this segment of us listening to it, because I'll just leave the camera going now that we're home and stationary. Okay. And I'm not focused on, you know, a road.
Yeah. That's kind of important.
Yeah, okay. Woo. Well, we made it through chapter 12 now. I will say, here's the thing though. Good on Edward for helping Angela out.
Yeah.
That was a nice thing.
For sure.
It was kind of goofy. And like, yeah, Emmett would totally join in on that.
Yeah.
There's a point in your favor. That was a good thing. Now stop being creepy about the rest of the stuff.
Yeah. The I knew I was gonna see her before she saw me. Hint, hint, I'm gonna sneak into her room and watch her sleep, and then smiling about it.
The whole scene, they're watching a movie in class and they both have to sit like this because, oh god, they have no self-control and they must keep their hands to themselves.
I'm sick.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sick of it.
You're not hardly in love with Edward Cullen yet? I will say, I'm entertained at least. It's like that train wreck you can't look away from. You know, I'm entertained.
It goes back and forth between me being completely and utterly enraged by the fact that Edward was a character that somebody thought it was appealing, and actually like, that was dumb, kind of thing. You know, like it goes back and forth.
Yeah. Well, we gotta go switch laundry now, so we'll be back. Hello again.
Hi.
It's been a hot second. We had to pause. We're now on chapter 13. We have not gone far. But we're making curry. We're on live with Hala right now.
Yep.
And we must begin our suffering. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we finished chapter.
Yeah, we did.
How did you like this chapter? This was Q&A with Bella Swan chapter. Which, I don't remember if this chapter was like in the original Twilight, because I don't remember all these questions being asked.
I don't remember a single thing. I didn't even remember that there was that dude at the beginning, the dangerous situation that... I forgot that they went to wherever that was. I forgot everything about this.
What are you talking about? Like the cereal guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I know that one. But,
yeah, I forgot everything.
I kind of
How to be blissfully ignorant.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this was Q&A with Bella Swan, and just I want to punch her in the face. Number one, I'm mad that, like, I'm such a nerd. She'd had that, I'm such a nerd, because my favorite place is the library, and I read all the classics. That's all she reads is classics. It's Jane Eyre. Which, can't. But I was mad that I related to Bella because she said her least favorite Jane Austen is Emma.
Yeah.
Which is also my least favorite Jane Austen. Yeah. And she wants to go to Prince Edward Island because of Anne of Green Gables. I'm like, get the hell out of my life. But then he's asking her all these questions. He's like, she may think I'm just asking her things, but I'm saving all this information for later for gifts and things that I could give her. And he asks her favorite gemstone. She says, topaz, without hesitation. But if you ask me on another day, it's onyx. Because of his eyes. His eyes. And don't forget, her eyes are the most beautiful brown ever.
Yeah, and that's why brown is his favorite color now.
For just the pretentiousness. There's so much pretentiousness in all of this.
Yeah, and this is unhealthy.
Yeah.
This is not a healthy relationship, guys. It's not.
Yeah. It's bad. Well, on to chapter 14. Well, we've survived chapter 14, or as I'm going to call it, Interview with Bella version 2.
Yeah.
Just keep on talking about Bella. All the things about Bella. Let's learn every tiny thing that Stephanie Meyer forgot to put in Twilight so that the reader can be like, oh, she's more well-rounded than the first time. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It feels like Stephanie Meyer's like, oh, I should add more character development to the most boring characters that I've ever written in my life.
Yeah.
Be nice. Be nice. Do that.
Well, I mean, I guess it's because she's not the main character in this one. So, like...
She doesn't have to be insufferably always
dull.
thinking about
Yeah.
Edward, because now we're always thinking about Bella.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Because in Twilight, we got to learn about how perfect Edward is. Because he's so perfect in every way.
Yeah.
And now Bella's so soft in every way.
God damn. Okay.
I'll give us a 5-minute break.
Okay.
Because we're on stream, so.
Oh, yeah.
5-minute break! Okay, we finished chapter, what was that, 15?
Something.
How was that?
I mean, it was kind of cool getting to learn a little bit more about, like...
His backstory.
Yeah.
We did get Edward backstory, which... The backstory of all the Cullens is a lot more interesting
than Bella and Edward right now.
And more Bella and how soft and weak and fragile she is.
But yeah, like, no, it was really cool. I liked learning... Because I knew that, like, for a while he had, like, gone off to, you know, go drink human blood for a thing and stuff. Like, that was part of a older story,
learning
too.
experience, yeah.
But, yeah, no, it was actually really cool to get to see, like, kind of his methodology and why it really took off and stuff.
I do like also that, like, so in the first, the original ones, we didn't know about these other vampires, and now in this we get to kind of get a glimpse into some of these side characters that only appeared in Breaking Dawn for 2 whole seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, and our sprint is over! That's it for now. We have listened to chapter 16. We have finally got them going out alone into the woods to reveal our sparkly, sparkly man. Child. I love how he's like, she's gonna see and she's gonna be revolted and it's gonna be the worst thing and she's gonna see what a monster I am. And it's like, dude, you are a bedazzled human dating a 17-year-old girl. What 17-year-old girl doesn't love bedazzling?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I mean, I didn't, but I'm not a girl, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, you don't count. Did you love wearing glitter? No, because that was the tism, though.
Yeah.
That's true. Glitter! I loved bedazzle and bling and glitter. Just shiny things. Who wouldn't want a shiny boyfriend, okay? Why do you think she's gonna be repulsed by you?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not even all that big into glitter, and I think that, having a boyfriend that was shimmery would be pretty dope still.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I feel like where it's almost, I don't have much more to say because it's just been the same things.
yeah, there's not much.
There's not much variance. It's just constantly him worrying about her being okay, thinking about how soft and beautiful she is, and a disbelief of how she doesn't see it. It's a standard, you don't know you're beautiful!
And also, love me, but don't love me because I'm a monster, but
Love me! Yeah, it's just this on repeat right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're on chapter 17.
How long have we been waiting for chapter 17?
But we're officially over halfway now.
Yeah.
We're 51%.
Yay.
We still have 12 and a half hours left. We're not going to finish this tonight, everybody. We'll work really hard. Finish. I don't know what to do. I have to drive tomorrow, and usually I listen to an audiobook while I drive.
Well, I mean, you can start another audiobook. You have two? Okay.
Start another audiobook.
Never mind. Okay.
It's crazy talk over here. I can only do 3 books at the same time. 1 physical, 1 ebook, and 1 audio. And I'm not even doing an ebook right now. What do I do?
Listen to musicals.
Consider.
Yeah.
I could listen to Once Upon a Mattress.
You could.
Because I want to live happily, happily, happily ever after. I want to walk happily into the chapel eternally tied. Sorry, neighbors. We did chapter 17.
It felt like it was never going to end.
That chapter, it was really long. It was literally, like, we're now 58%.
We started at 49.
No, we started at 51.
Oh.
And it was literally, like, I looked at one point and it had 72 minutes had passed and still had 38 minutes left.
Oh my god.
It was a long chapter, but this was the iconic, as if you could outrun me!
Yeah.
As if you could fight me off! Chapter.
Ugh.
Also, like, they moved to, like, touch and kiss very quickly now.
Yeah.
Because I'm like in the movie they lengthened that out.
I don't fucking know.
I remember everything. And yeah. And it's just funny. I hated the ending. They're trying to get back to the car, and he's like, "I can't let you drive drunk." And she's like, "What?" It's like, "'Cause you're drunk on me." We had the lovely comparison of the, my own personal brand. Yeah. Which, it's funny, because in the movie, he just says it during the "as if you could fight me off" part. And it's much later that they joke about it, which is much more natural.
Yeah.
To joke about it. And Bella's the one who makes the joke. So again, giving Bella more humor in this book. But that's as far as we can get tonight.
Yeah.
I have to work in the morning.
It's sleep time.
Yeah. So we still have 10 hours and 53 minutes left. How many chapters? 29 chapters and an epilogue, and we're on chapter 18.
So close. Almost there.
I love how I was literally I was filming my ear and your foot.
Yeah.
So.
It's sleep time.
That's for all you feet and ear fetish people out there. I don't know.
Gross.
So yeah. Final thoughts.
We're almost done.
Are we though?
A lot closer than we started.
I have so much to do right now, guys. I'm so stressed out. I have a million things to do. And I can't do them because we're listening to this book. I have to edit a video. I have so many. I have a video. I have to read these books. I have to plan all this stuff for November and December and for next year. And finish things. And finish my anthology. And finish my outline.
Stephanie's getting into her end of the year panic.
Yeah. Oh, I've been in it since August.
I see.
It's just getting worse now. And I'm so much to do. There's so much to do. But instead I have to read this book. I want to read it. I'm so stressed.
We can probably finish it off tomorrow.
I'm so stressed.
Oh, wait, no, we have a movie.
We can try to finish it tomorrow if I get up work early. But I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed. I have so much on my plate.
Well, stop giving yourself so many things on your plate.
I'm not listening to you. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's the next day.
Good morning.
We're gonna finish this goddamn book today.
Yeah, please.
We're gonna finish it. So I might have already said this at the last interval, but we are now 58%. We're on chapter 18. 10 hours and 53 minutes left at 2.5 speed. So
Let's go.
We're gonna have to take a break from it because somebody has a vet appointment because someone decided to have explosive diarrhea last night. Super great. Awesome times. He lives to be feeling better, but we're gonna be on the safe side and make sure we don't have any parasites or something. That would be really bad if we had any parasites. Or, yeah. So, all right, here we go. That was a long chapter.
I love you.
And I'm not mad that you creeped into my house and already know the layout and everything and you watch me while I sleep. It's fine. Girl.
It's nasty.
Yeah, this is probably the most painful part because now it's just them being obsessed with each other and already so codependent. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's literally like right away. They finally have established that they both are in love with each other. They both love and lust for each other.
Yay.
But that got us down to 9.5 hours.
Yay.
The next chapter's 75 minutes long.
Oh, good God.
They're long.
Stop.
It's one thing, like, I don't mind long chapters in books, but I mind long chapters that do absolutely nothing but repeat the same thing over and over and over again. We get it. You love each other. Move on.
Seriously. Did anything else happen in this book?
No. This
Like,
is it.
Yeah, the only thing that has happened that is outside of Edward, Bella, was the thing at the different town with
Port
the
Angeles.
dude.
Yeah.
And then that was like a brief second.
Yeah.
And then it went straight
We
back
got,
to...
one thing this chapter did do was explore more of backstory for, like, Rosalie and Emmett.
Okay.
I've never really believed Rosalie and Emmett's whole thing. because it was always just kind of told that they're together, and I never understood, like, why they were together in the first place. Like, it didn't make, I mean, obviously, it still doesn't really make sense to me, because it's a fated mate situation anyway.
Yeah.
But actually seeing them, like, come together as a family, like, in the past, that's a much more interesting story.
Yes.
That's more interesting. Like, Stephanie Meyer, you could have done so well by, like, fully developing everyone and giving everybody some page time, not just Edward Bella.
Yeah.
Like, I could suffer through Edward and Bella if we were also getting Rosalie POV, Emmett POV, Jasper POV, Alice. I could suffer through that. This would be I would hate it so much less if we had a, like, well-rounded, large cast.
Yeah, like, Alice's whole story
Alice's story
interesting.
is probably one of the most fascinating. She was in an asylum, for God's sake. Like, way more interesting.
Yeah.
And, like, having her know, like, who was going to be, like, knowing who her family and find that would have been perfect. That would have been great. Mm-hmm. But no, you're wasting your time on the same sentences over and over and over again, and it's killing me.
Yeah.
Like, you could have done so much better, girl. So much better. We could have had, I mean, like, if she wants to, she could still go back and write those origin stories. She could give that to us instead of gender bending the same story. You know, we could have done that instead.
Yeah.
And I would actually be interested in it. Because that seems much more interesting. Carlisle! I want Carlisle's story. That man had to do this by himself. I want that story.
Seriously.
Although I am still creeped out about the fact that Esme knew him as a child. I am still creeped out. But Esme's story, even so, because I know from the other, they didn't mention it yet in this one. They do mention that she fell off a cliff. They're neglecting that she jumped off that because after a miscarriage. That's why. So I would, that's a much more, relatable thing for today's world, especially with how women's healthcare is right now. Like, those stories have more impact than the same thing over and over and over again.
I literally, I don't feel like anything is happening.
Nothing is happening. It's just,
I
love you. You're so beautiful. I love you so much.
It's just snippets of interesting storyline drowning in wine.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I'm dead.
Can we hurry up and finish?
Help me. Help me.
I became a worm because of this book. This, not as bad.
No.
There was one good Edward moment.
Yeah.
Where he's, very much like how could a 17-year-old know that this is what she would want for the rest of her life? Like, yeah, that's fair. Now, if only you followed through with that, sir.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, maybe have some integrity or something.
Again, still stand Rosalie. Valid points, my girl.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she was robbed of the experiences she wanted. You know, so she has her emotions are kind of correct. Also, we got Carlisle's backstory again, which I always find fascinating and would love an actual Carlisle book.
Yeah.
That I would read.
He doesn't seem nearly as whiny.
No. Although I do think maybe his torment over becoming the monster he was hunting might be a little insufferable in the beginning, but clearly he pans out pretty well.
Yeah.
Because he's one of the best characters. I would prefer that. Also, he's a doctor, right? Mm-hmm. In modern time. Like, did he forge his documents, or did he actually have to go to medical school? I want to know.
I feel like
how did he
would have gone to medical
school. But how did he pass that off? Because I know a lot of stuff's in the daytime.
Oh yeah.
I want to know how he got through med school without exposing himself.
Maybe he forged documents.
I'm thinking they forged. They did a lot. I mean, they already talked about how they do that, inheritance thing.
Yeah.
Which is why they're so rich. You know, they're so rich, and they could also help solve some problems in the world, and they choose to just not.
They get fast cars.
This is like, it's my thing against how I really hate reading like billionaire romances, because I'm like, billionaires, there is no such thing as an ethical billionaire.
No.
So, help fix the world, and then maybe you won't suck so much, in my eyes, at least. And, I can't stand billionaire romances and stuff. So it's Cullen territory is a bit like, how rich are they? And why aren't they? I mean, they spend their money on their fancy cars and their, high quality clothing and crap. And it's like, we could do other things that don't suck so much.
Yeah, maybe I don't know.
Maybe give back to the communities to help breeding programs for all those endangered animals that they're eating.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be helpful.
I mean, Edward has to have already decimated the mountain lion.
Yeah. How is there a population anymore in Washington at this point?
Because every other day he's like,
I gotta go get one. Gotta go drink another mountain lion. Oh, Emmett's drinking another bear. How is there any wildlife left?
Crack open a warm one with the boys.
Oh, God. So,
judgment.
Big judgment on you all. So, all right, we have, how much time? Okay, the next chapter is shorter. So we'll get through this one and then probably have to stop because then we got to take a puppy to their appointment in theory.
Okay.
So, chapter 20.
Chapter 20. Carlisle.
Okay. You're not paying attention anymore, are you?
Okay, so I've been trying to.
Uh-huh.
My mind hasn't been grasping.
Well, I guess it's just me listening to this train wreck.
I'm trying so hard.
We have met. We're at the family. I groaned at the line of, the room hadn't felt complete until she stood in it, But we're about to go play baseball. We're about to get to the best part.
Are we there?
That's where they literally just talked about that moment. So
I'm sorry, I'm looking at college classes.
Mm-hmm. I guess, let's see, how bad is it? Oh, no, the next one's really long. Next one's 85 minutes long. But we're 71%. We'll take a break to...
Paul.
We're going to go have some human minutes. And take a dog to a vet. Even though he seems perfectly fine now. So I'm probably just going to go waste money to have them tell me it was just an upset tummy thing. But better safe than sorry. He's not an immortal vampire yet.
Not yet.
Definitely got the sharp teeth for it, though. Hello, everybody. We are back from the vet. He has some probiotics, and they're testing, but likely parasite. We don't like that.
No.
But he's fine. He's on a bland diet, so I boiled him some chicken and rice and pumpkin and regular plain yogurt. That was his lunch.
And you like the yogurt a lot.
Yogurt's good. That was your first time having yogurt. So, well, I've only got a little bit of work left, but we've still got several hours of torture left. So we wound up currently 71%. We have 7.5 hours left. It says 3 hours and 38 minutes. But we're also seeing a movie tonight.
Oh, I forgot. That's tonight.
So we gotta book it. We gotta read the crap out of this book.
Yeah.
All right. Ah! You didn't see that.
What?
What? They're heading to baseball right now. I had to stop mid because I wanted to say something and post a theory. But we both groaned heavily at, "You smell so good in the rain." Ah! Yeah! Anyway, so Bella is rightly freaked out by the last time that she rode on his back to travel.
Yep.
And she doesn't want to get out of the car right now. And he's trying to think of a way to coax her out of the car. I'm betting he's going to be like, "I'll carry you princess style, and you have to look into my eyes the whole time." And that's my bet right now. Just look at me. Focus on me. And it'll be fine. That's my current theory. I just want to see if I'm right. Okay, I was wrong, and it's worse.
It's worse.
It's like, "Let me tamper with your memory." And his tampering of her memory is really, "Let me kiss so that you forget." And I forgot to complain about it earlier where they were making out, and she forgets to breathe.
Yep.
Girl!
Like, passed out.
Like, she passed out in his arms. What? What? And here now, too, she was going to do it again. He's like, "God, I have to remind her to breathe." You can't have both of these, damsel in distress and strong, independent woman. It doesn't work.
Like,
You're playing with tropes that don't coalesce right now, Stephanie Meyer.
That and, like, I genuinely sometimes just forget to breathe. But it's never to the point of, "Oh, I'm passing out now."
Right?
It's just my chest is tight. Oh, yeah.
I've never experienced that.
I have.
But, yeah, because you gasped and I thought something was wrong.
Yeah.
You've done it in front of me and I'm like, what's
do.
wrong?
And I'm like, nope, I just
what did I do?
forget to breathe.
Yeah. God, I hate this so much.
It's hard.
It's horrible. Look at this poor baby. He can't even handle it.
Yep.
He's down.
He's trying to conserve his strength until the book is over.
I understand, buddy. Couldn't even go on a walk if he wanted to.
No.
Nope. No reaction. Do you want to go on a walk? No? Okay. Nothing. Say that again?
That chapter was better than pretty much any chapter so far because
It had actual plot.
Yeah, it had actual plot, and it wasn't just on repeat. Bella.
It's still like we've gotten through baseball and we've met the tracker and Laurent and everybody, and yeah, the movie does that scene way better.
Yeah.
I will say. What's out there, Bubba? What are you seeing? Nothing important enough? Go back to seats? Oh, maybe? Are you a tracker? You're definitely a tracker. You're a pointer. He goes this way. That's where the ducks go. Yeah, so it was better. It's still annoying.
Yeah.
With Edward just like he's literally starting to kidnap her. Gotta get you away. And she's like, dude, no, we're not doing that. Let me out. You're actively kidnapping me now. And he's like, doesn't she understand this is for her own good kind of thing? It's like, yeah. So, onward.
Hello.
We did it! We just got back from seeing Beetlejuice, and someone's very excited to see it. Look at that tail wag. Look at that happy boy. Happy boy. Just a happy boy. Hi. Paul, do you... I love you so much. I don't think you guys realize how much I love you all. Well, we finished it, and it was... Here's the thing about this free... How many pages is it actually?
Too many.
I need to know the actual count. I have something I have to say to Stephanie Meyer.
It could have been an email.
You stole my thunder.
I'm so sorry.
It's 756 pages. That definitely... Not even an email. It could have been a post-it that someone throws out.
Yeah.
Because this book really didn't do much. It didn't really add to what we didn't already know.
That was at least 500 pages of Edward being a
She is
little
so
whiny
soft.
bitch.
And she shouldn't love me, but she should, but she shouldn't, but I do, but I shouldn't. I should go away, but I need to stay, and I need to control her entire life.
And
But it's okay, because I'm in love with her.
And isn't it cute and romantic how I just completely disregard any of her feelings in the matter? Like,
That is my shoe, sir.
Uh,
Sir?
hey, can I see that?
Sir? Sir? Sir?
Hello.
I did not consent.
Hi, buddy.
I didn't consent to my shoe being in your mouth.
Can I see that? Can I see?
Thank you.
Good boy.
Is it good? Oh, good boy. So stupid. Who's so stupid? He's stupid dog.
You're a good boy.
Yeah. Hi, I love you still. Do you remember that?
I do.
Did you forget about me?
I did a little bit, but I remember now.
I'll remind you.
Okay.
This is my chameleon.
Oh wow!
It's
Can I
the
see
carcass
it?
now.
Can I see it?
No, it's mine.
Can I see
You
it?
can
though?
throw it though, but you can't take it.
Hubba.
Okay, I'll go get it. See, this much more entertaining content than
Oh,
what we just
yeah.
suffered. 26 hours of a lot of the same sentences being said over and over again.
A total of maybe 3 chapters worth of anything that wasn't.
Yeah,
that.
this would have been fine if it was just like a short story into a few of Edward's insights.
Yeah.
Not the entirety of, and that's the thing. Like, how big is the first actual book? So this is 756. I don't even think Bella got this much page
I
time.
don't think so either, and she was
498.
much better character, surprisingly.
Oh, yeah. It did make you like her a bit more.
Yeah.
Because in her book, it's literally, it's the same thing, just replace Bella with Edward.
Yeah, but at least there was also some, like, you know, I don't want to be seen as a little helpless child, basically, you know? There was a bit of that.
In the original book?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Oh. Maybe I'm just...
Projecting.
My brain is like, this needed to be in there, so
Yeah.
it's
Well, that's the thing. We did get, like, you know, Edward's vision of Bella in here, but we also saw a little bit of the other Cullens. Hey! No shoes!
Oh, yeah,
Got
no,
it.
those are expensive.
No shoe. Yes. Triceratops, yes.
Yes.
Shoes, no. Oh, man. But, yeah, no, like, it just... I'm turning into Bella. I can't. That's how the books are. I stand by my assessment that Stephanie Meyer can write, you know, something that is entertaining.
Yes.
But she needs to pick the correct characters to write it about. She chose the wrong characters to write about.
I think that if Stephanie Meyer got the correct editor, then, like, things might have gone better.
Or even, like, if we are going to write an Edward POV, don't just make it the same book as Twilight. Go way back.
Yeah.
Do that. And you could end it with him meeting Bella. Because then you connect the stories.
Yeah.
Because we already know what happens in Twilight. So
And,
we
like,
don't need to be told, again, the same thing on more pages than necessary.
I think that if it was just an Edward's story, like a
Bella,
from 700 and whatever pages would have been like a
Fine.
good length.
and then you could give all the Cullens. You could do one of everybody, and there's your money-making machine that you're clearly doing.
Yeah.
You could write a Carlisle book, you could write an Esme book, and Alice just for an and Rosalie. I would read Rosalie's. So hard would I. Which also, like... Fine. Edward's attitude towards Rosalie, like... Shut the... Girl went through stuff. You're not going to condemn her.
And then, like, if you think about it, right?
If you think about it.
The bones of the Twilight series has, you know, a decent story. Like, the bones. Of it is a decent story, but even the bones are not as interesting as the snippets we've gotten from the other Cullens.
And that's That is Stephanie Meyer's downfall. Also, calling Bella indecent for wearing a blue turtleneck kills me.
Yeah.
That killed me. I always thought, like, what did that happen? Did that? Oh, no, that happened. It happened again.
Again?
Again. Because it happens in the original one.
Did it?
And then he did it again in this one.
Did we really?
Yeah. We really need to write the same exact scenes that you read in Twilight. You don't need, if you're gonna give us more of a story that already happened, you don't give us the same scenes.
Yeah.
You give us more.
Or even if you, like, there are bits of the same scene so that you know that, like, this is during this time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, show other parts that would not have been seen in the original.
That'd be nice.
Not
But we
just,
can't have nice things.
not just, boo-hoo, I'm a real poet.
Anyway, I can finally return the loan to the library now and be done with this.
Yay!
I hope to God I never hit 317s again. Because I've only got one other book of hers that I haven't read. I mean, for at least Twilight's. I've never read The Host either.
Well, that's not part of it.
That's
That has
not part
nothing
of
to
it.
do with 17.
But the only one I haven't read is Life and Death, and I don't want to read a gender-bent book of the same book. Oh God, how many pages is that?
Oh.
I'm
Watch
scared.
Like 6,000
I'm scared.
pages.
How big is that one?
And he has even less storyline.
Click on it so I can see your page count. Okay, at least that one's only 389 pages.
Okay.
Thank God. Oh, his name's it's Beau. Beaufort Swan. Ah! Amy, the alluring Edith Cullen. It's no. I think it's funny though that it's like almost half as short as the original Twilight because the main it's just swapped, but Stephanie Meyer can't write men, so at least his perspective. I don't know. This I think it's because you know what? No, because there's so much that when you do gender swap it in society.
There's so much that gets real bad real fast.
Especially like the whole concept of this is the one that's the kicker for it. And I don't know. I'm like I don't want to read this book, but I'm curious as how this handle. Bella's a horn dog. Okay?
And Edward's like, no.
Edward's
we'll
save ourselves for marriage. You flip that and make it the woman saying, I want to save myself for marriage, and the man being like, that's outdated and we should bang now.
And then we approach incel territory.
Yeah. It's a very different dynamic.
Yeah.
God, I hope I never roll 317s again. I'm gonna use like 6 dice from now on so it never happens. Watch the first roll, all 6 go 17.
No, you use 6 D12s.
Yeah.
It's impossible
No
to
more,
get number 17.
no more D20s on stream. We're done with D20s. Ah! Anyway, we did it. We read the book for y'all. You're welcome. We're gonna go to bed now. We just saw Beetlejuice. At least that was a good palate cleanser.
That was good.
That was good. And now I can read something else. So excited.
Else.
I'm gonna go read the dictionary. I hear an encyclopedia calling my name.
I see you out, play you alive. Oh, I know that you want tonight.
Who's my baby boy? He's my baby. I don't know if that was filming us at all.
Memory, Edward. I told myself grimly, and keep your hands to yourself. That, or I would have to force myself to leave.
Agreed.
Somehow,
Keep your hands
because
to
I didn't allow
yourself.
myself near her.
Did you just wink at me? Child, why would I wink at you? Oh,